All right, welcome back to Go Hills TV. We're here in the post-interview. I got Coach Spree here. What a duel tonight. Number 1 versus number 2, preseason rankings. And we pull out the victory, 28-12.
Yep.
And I think we were talking, hearsay anyway, said thought you was going to have it 5-5. Maybe bonus points is going to win the duel. But a few kids step up. My MVP tonight goes out to Jaquan East.
Yeah, took out the number 2 kid in the country.
At a higher weight.
And the thing is he won. But I think Jaquan just needs to realize how good he is. Just pull the trigger earlier. When he did attack, he scored almost every time. So
well,
I think
heard
he's
you say. I heard you say, Jaquan, you can take him down.
Yes.
And I think it just took him to do it one time to believe that he could do it.
And then we did it. And so, yeah,
and
great performance.
And did it again.
You know, Muhammad at 174 is going to end up being our down at 65 at some point, competing for that. And Jaquan's going to go back down to 74. And I told them both, like, hey, if we want an opportunity in this duel, you guys are both going to have to go up weight classes. It just gives us our best chance. And so when I pulled them in this morning, and I told them, hey, this is what's going to happen, neither even batted an eye. All right. If we want an opportunity to win this duel, this is what's got to happen. And they both went out there and got victories, huge victories, against Northwind's like the number 3 kid in the country at 74, and we got a pin.
And number 2 in the country at 84.
Number 2, and so 2 huge wins, up weight classes. So
well,
absolutely.
The 74, I just liked watching him not quit wrestling. He kept wrestling. He had the opportunities a couple other times. It was a very close match. But yeah, gets the cradle and gets the pin.
Yeah, and Shahab at 49 and Muhammad at 174 tonight. That's probably like their 8th or 9th folk style match ever in their lives.
Yeah.
So they're only going to get better, and they continue to. It's nonstop. Like, oh, you can do that. Oh, you can do. I thought it would lessen by this point. But they just need more time on the mat, and they're going to just continue to get better and better and better. But, it was awesome. Awesome job.
Another one I really was impressed with was Gavin Whitehead at 141.
Yeah. Gavin wrestled well. Gavin wrestled really well the last 30 seconds when he opened it up for his team and went and got the major. I think he kind of allowed maybe the moment to get the best of him for a second, and you could just kind of tell he came out, he hit a big move, and then all of a sudden he kind of slowed down for a little bit.
That's a lot of wrestling.
And so, but he's got the ability to put points on the board nonstop, and I think he could really put a lot of points on that. So Gavin's a freshman, probably the first time he's been in an atmosphere like that for a while, and so at the college level for sure. And so he's just going to get better. I love the kid, man. That's why we had I had the number 4 kid in the country, and I ran Gavin out there in front of him. Not saying he's better than REA. I have that type of confidence. I have that type of confidence in both of them. But tonight, I asked Adam and a couple other, Coach Foz and those guys who they thought, and they said go with Gavin. And just stylistically, the kid loved to allow underhooks, and that feeds right into what Gavin likes to do.
Yeah.
So.
That's great to hear. I even said, I'm not sure how the conversation went with Jaquan about going up to 184, but I'm sure it was, hey, I need you to do this for the team. And Jaquan, okay, coach, whatever.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that's the way it was. And I think you got a lot of kids that would say the same thing. Just what do you want me to do, coach? Because you have the buy-in more at a quicker time this year than I've ever seen it in years past.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. The whole team, even RA. RA is a competitor. He wanted to compete. He made the weight. It's not an easy weight cut for him. Who was up there coaching right next to me the whole entire duel?
Next to you, I think he was in front of
me, yes. The entire duel. But that is what this team's about.
That's what we
Great
said.
Teammates.
Great
teammates.
REA is kind of the core.
Yes.
He's the core of the team.
Yes. Him and Jaquan, like those sophomores, they really bought into us last year as freshmen and believe, our message last year is like, culture's changing. You can either get on or get off. And they bought in, and they continue, and they just, they're all ears. They always want to learn. They always want to, become better people. It's not even just, Jaquan East just finished his term and had a 4.0 GPA. I don't think anyone in that knows Jaquan would ever think that of him. But he wants to become a better person all the time. RA wants to become a better person. And obviously that'll translate and go over onto the mat and stuff. So it's just, This is a good group. It's a really fun group to be around. You know, we got a long ways to go, but I'm excited to continue to see them grow together.
And that's going to translate once they leave here and, go do whatever they want to do in life.
For sure.
So, no, just a great win. We could talk about all these kids all night long and do whatever, but we'll keep it short. I appreciate it. Great win tonight. I think you're 3-0 now in duels, or 4-0. 4-0 in duels, I think.
Yeah.
So just keep it going. This is the highest, I believe, ranking Indian Hills men have been
probably ever. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
In your tenure.
Yeah.
So,
but
as we move forward.
I want to clarify, just so people know, just because we're ranked number 2 right now doesn't mean just because we beat the number 1 team we're going to move to number 1. That's not how it works in wrestling.
Yep.
Everything is based off of tournament points and how many points each person gets at their rankings. It's not how the duels and all that stuff. Now, will it help that Jaquan beat the number 2 kid and, Muhammad beat the kid and, we had some of those significant wins? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that we're just going to jump. It's a different format for ranking. So I know I'm going to get hit with that question a lot. Just because we beat the number 1 team doesn't mean we're the number 1 team now. It's we could fall down to the number 4, just from maybe having some good losses, some bad losses, and all that stuff. So,
but you're probably like me a lot. I don't care really what the rankings say. It's where we stand at the February, Saturday night when it's all said and done, when all the matches are wrestled, and who's going to be standing on top.
Yeah. The message before this meet, and I don't remember who, Ricky or somebody asked me, like, you got a big speech prep for him? And I said, yeah, let's go out and wrestle, and then let's go get better. Let's go out and wrestle, and then let's go get better on Monday. I don't care. Like, did we want to beat North Idaho? Absolutely. Sure. But at the end of the day, I want to win in March. Like, that's the mission. This is just a gauge of where we're at right now and where we need to go. We got to get better. We didn't finish some of those matches the way we wanted to, and some we did, but we got to get better if we want to have the success that we think we're capable of. But thank you for everything.
No, thank you, Coach. And like I said, great win. And you're next in competition. Next Wednesday at Iowa Western. Yep. So we wish you the best of luck. Continue to grow and have a great season, and have a good Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.